Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt and welcome back to Crypto Kings. In today's video, I'm going to be talking with you guys about what some whales are doing with Shiba Inu that honestly blew me away. If you guys are new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe for more daily SHIB vids, and let's get right into it. So, if you guys haven't seen what's been going on here with SHIB, we're having an amazing day, and I'm going to get into this in a little bit. But what I wanted to show you guys is what some of these whales are actually doing by converting their Ethereum, Bitcoin, and a lot of other holdings into SHIB. Now, this is not me saying you should do that. I personally don't think you should throw away all your Ethereum into Shiba Inu. Maybe some of it, but here's what some very, very wealthy people are doing. I'm just the carrier. You guys do with this information what you want. But what this is showing here is that an Ethereum whale just bought, yeah, that number's extremely hard to read, 276 billion Shiba Inu. 276 billion. Now, I know a lot of you guys looking at your wallets, maybe having 2 million or 10 million SHIB. They just bought 276 billion Shiba Inu, which is worth a total of 11 million US dollars. Now, this account is one of the few accounts out there who will show what a lot of Ethereum whales are doing, and they also provide some other information about some stats and whatnot. But you guys can see, obviously, we've reached the highest amount of holders as well, and the top 1K Ethereum wallets, meaning the top 1,000 richest Ethereum holders in the world. The Elon Musk, I would bet. I don't know if he holds SHIB. He said he didn't, but there's no real way to tell. Vitalik, buterin, a lot of people like that, who are in this category. This is the category we're talking here. They are holding a total of $1,260,000,000, over $1 billion in SHIB, among 1,000 people. So that $1 billion is split among 1,000 people. I mean, these numbers are absolutely mind-boggling. But what's even more mind-boggling? The possibility of getting started trading stocks and crypto, folks. Check out Webull down below in the description, guys. It is so easy to do. Literally take you 2 minutes. You can go over there, and if you guys sign up, you'll get a couple free stocks, and so will I. So if you guys, enjoyed the channel, you like me, you want to support me, top of the link down below in the description. Again, probably the quickest, easiest 15, 20-ish bucks you'll ever make in your life. So my affiliate link down below in the description of Webull. And honestly, guys, it's a good idea. It really is. Take a little bit of money, throw it into some safe stocks and some safe crypto and whatnot. And they actually do have SHIB on here. So, you could also buy SHIB on here as well. So it's whatever you guys like. But financially, if you're not already invested in stocks and crypto, I recommend it. I think it's good. Again, not a financial advisor, my personal opinions, but I think it's good. Anyways, folks, like I was saying, we are pushing right now towards, once again, the all-time high. We're not quite at it right this minute, but you guys can see on the day, we absolutely peak at our all-time high here at 4939, yet somehow we haven't actually pushed back past the 50 mark or the 5 mark, however you wish to categorize that. But regardless, folks, this is amazing. Like I said, this basically defies any imaginable behavior of any crypto asset. And obviously, when you look at CoinMarketCap, today is the most average day in the world for every other coin in the world, except, of course, for SHIB. I mean, seriously, this is the most average day ever. I mean, basically break even, nothing amazing is going on, and SHIB just manages to rally once again. And, SHIB Army trending again over on Twitter, which is just incredible. So when we take a look at this, folks, again, what's incredible to me is that this market cap, of course, we have the $18 billion market cap. Out of that 18 billion, a whole billion of it, again, these whales are holding over a whole billion of that. So when it comes to SHIB, roughly 5% or 10%-ish of all the entire market cap of all the SHIB in the world is being held by 1,000 people, which is just bonkers. But again, that does leave a lot of room, for everybody else. I mean, they do have, again, over 750,000 holders right now. So, even with, a lot of extremely rich wallets holding this, which, of course, makes me feel a little bit better knowing that, a lot of wealthy people are making the same decisions as me. But there's also a lot of people who, might not have it overall, a ton invested in this. And, with 787,000, that's a very nice widespread. I definitely do believe that at some point it will go on to hit 1 million. That is really interesting. I mean, with that amount of people, and obviously, I remember making videos on this channel back when the holder count was, around like 400,000, 300,000, a long time ago. So this has been steadily increasing. But, again, the fact that there are, so many extremely, uncategorically wealthy people who are holding on to, so much SHIB is just incredible. Of course, when we take a look at the charts on the day, you guys can see, of course, what we're looking at really is just a complete defiance of the relative strength index, the Fibonacci retracement, just about everything we know. And you guys can see, of course, it manages to surge past, what the relative strength index considers to be normal, obviously when it was pushing to 49, and now it managed to take a little bit of a dip, and I imagine it'll hang out in here for a little bit. So, we might see it in the 50s or 60s, for a little bit, and that could very well, send us somewhere like this, maybe down to like 44, 45, if, luck is not particularly on our side. But what we also could see, again, is just another, continual of this breakout. And, what we could possibly see is, again, if we were able to push past 50 and that becomes the new line of resistance, I could see easily, not 100%, but I could see a circumstance in which in a week from now, this is sitting just above 50 as the new, line of support. And in a week from now, we're watching it kind of bouncing off that 50 line, which it very well could do in a week from now. So again, that's my personal guess, in best case scenario. What we may also see is, a sort of repeat of that, sort of consolidation period, which again, we saw really when you go back to the 17th through the 23rd. I've mentioned, this period a lot on this channel because it is an interesting time, because from the 17th through the 23rd, this is just a typical, absolutely typical instance in which, any asset like this will, sort of bounce off the top and bottom. Obviously, we'll consolidate at that price. It'll bounce off the top and bottom and eventually have a breakout. And this is a very common trend, something like this. And that's exactly what we saw with SHIB. So what I'm really looking for is not, a head up to 6 or 7 on the day. That would be amazing. But, I'm not particularly looking for that. What I'm particularly looking for is that new horizontal kind of line where, it is going to sort of bounce off the top and bottom, for a good few days, for the sort of buy volume and the sell volume to catch up, and for people to say, this was not just a social media pump. This is long-term, sustainable growth. And the only way to really convince people this is sustainable growth, and for me to be convinced that this will be long-term and sustainable, is obviously, again, to have it bouncing off the top and bottom and consolidating in some horizontal period. So again, when it comes down to it, when you zoom out and really look at the big picture, what is, so amazing is the fact that, again, back here, this entire, for months was basically just a long period of consolidation, minus a few, kind of weird, one-off days. This entire period here was really a period of consolidation. So again, when you zoom out and look at the big picture, if you wanted to, you could say, yeah, this period here from like early October to late October, this is the new this. This is the new this. This is the new period of consolidation. So you could say that roughly, if you wanted to be conservative, your estimate that SHIB in the future should be somewhere between 23 and 30. And that's where it'll head. And even if we lost all of this awesome growth today, I don't see it ever going below this area of consolidation. So again, that's just where I see things, worst case scenario, it crashes, oh my God, it's overbought, worst case scenario, headed down. I don't see it heading any lower than this horizontal zone. I don't see it crashing down to 11. I don't see that happening. I do not see this scenario happening at all. So that's just me. That being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, check out, of course, Webull down below in the description. My name is Matt. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.